Hi there and welcome to another video on the channel. Today I'm going to start something slightly different. I am out here in my little forge area. As you can see, some of you might recognize this from a previous video that I made. And basically what I need to do is completely redo this whole space here. It is really cluttered, as you can see, and the actual forge setup is not really working very well anymore. So yeah, I really need to redo this complete area, and I thought I would document the process as I go along. So I think first of all I'm going to walk around and show you what I'm actually going to do, what there is that I have to do. And yeah, let's do that. Here you can see the basic forge setup. I've got the bellows over here, and over here is the forge, basically the fire area. And yeah, it's really cluttered all over. There is a ton of stuff everywhere, so I need to tidy that all up. And then basically the bellows, I think we'll have a close look at the bellows. They're not really functional anymore. Well, they do still work, but they're not really extremely hot, or they don't blow enough air to make the fire really very hot. Yeah, we're gonna have to redo those. We're gonna disassemble everything. We're gonna rebuild most of it. First things first, what I want to do is I want to be able to remove the bellows and put them against this wall there. So what I need to do is remove this stack of wood. But before I can remove this stack of wood, I need to make a space over here where I can stack all the wood. Now this wall is clear, so the next step will be to remove the bellows and then put them over here in the corner. They're just going to be there for the moment. I'm going to have to fix them properly. So yeah, let's just remove them, put them over there temporarily. So that's gonna get a bit tricky to remove the pipe here. I'm going to have to break up some of the mud and the rocks here. Probably. managed to more or less move the bellow in one piece. As you can see, because it was sort of built against the wall over there, it only has 3 legs. So I'm just gonna make a 4th leg, sort of just a makeshift leg, just to make sure it stands without breaking or anything. Okay, that should be more or less stable now, like at least stable enough for the moment. Next up, I'm going to remove this wall here, because that's over here is where my forge is gonna go. So I finished this wall over here now. Got a nice little wall to sort of make a nice little area for the forge. It also makes it a little bit darker for forging, which is going to be a little bit of an advantage. Okay, so now we have a closer look at the bellows. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start with disassembling everything. Over here you can see it's a real mess. There are just bits of wood screwed there everywhere, and it's not really airtight at all. So that's one of the main problems why this bellow isn't working properly, is there's just too much air escaping everywhere. So I need to disassemble it and then redo this bit. Another big problem that this bellow had is that the outflow for the air, this pipe here, is just way too small. It takes just so much effort for the air to get pressed through this small pipe that it just goes all through all the cracks and everything instead of going through this pipe. So what I need to do is I need to have more pipes, either more pipes of the same size, or maybe just one really big pipe like this, because that's just not enough air. That's like really that small. There's really not enough air that can go through there to make a really hot fire. So yeah, that will have to be sorted out as well. just see me tidying up this area here a little bit more, and now what I'm going to do is reinforce the structure of the bellow, because it's still fairly wobbly. So I'm just going to screw some cross supports on there like this. So yeah, that's it for the first episode. I finished now to reinforce this the structure of the bellows. It's much more stable than it was before now. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching this episode. I hope I managed to make it so it's not too boring to watch. But I think it will get more interesting as we move on, as we actually start to build the actual forge. But yeah, I think the next episode will be rebuilding the bellow, or at least the upper part of the bellow. You can see I kept the lower part because it's not too bad, it's still in good condition and it's fairly airtight. So yeah, that will be it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed watching, and I will see you very soon in the next one. Take care. The chicken wants to say goodbye too.